Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is the 30th day of June, 2013. And hold on a second. Huh. It's got a text. Don't know what it's from. Okay, so anyways, this is the East Coast impact that I show all the time over the Atlantic Ocean, over North America. I show this. I never move it. Stays right here. I never move it. This is a reversed image of the moon's surface. This is the Mare Oriental Basin, flipped over and overlaid onto the Earth. Which, if you do that with any of the moon images, flip them over and overlay them on the Earth. Imbrium, the South Pole of the Moon, Mare Austral, just Chrysium, Schrodinger, any of them, reverse them, make them large, overlay them onto the Earth. The weather shows you the way most of the time. I mean, the weather, look at this weather today. This is the radar right now on the Earth, right here. Check it out. I overlaid this months ago, this crater, and over to some different weather that was here, and basically not really the weather actually so much as the land I overlaid it onto, right here. See this shape right here? This is the same shape you see over here on the East Coast, right here. See this? Right here. Okay. See how it's right in the same area? Okay. Well, I basically overlaid that, and then I adjusted it to some weather that was there at the time when I put it down, but it hasn't moved since. I show it all the time. This overlay right here. And just look at today's radar return. That's pretty incredible. See that? Shows something. Absolutely shows something. And it'll show something every day, every single day, when I turn on the weather in this crater. Just leave it there. It'll always fit. And then I want to show you the harp ring. Here's what the clouds. Look at that. See how it continues around? See that? Continues around in a circular pattern. So think what you want, but you better start looking at things a little closer, people, because this just throws a wrench in everything. All you've ever learned about the moon and the Earth. Like Buddha says, or once said, I guess he said, I don't know, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Couldn't be any truer. Look at that. So that's that. Let's take a look at this other wings one I showed before. This one lines up pretty good with it too. It's just a little harder to see. Turn the clouds off. A little harder, more difficult to see, but fits that one too. I shouldn't show that one until it shows something really good, and it will. But anyways, I've got a couple more things to show you here. Here's a little weather related thing with the harp rings here. Harp rings, right. Where the hell did I put them? Right here. Okay, these are the harp ring centers that I marked that day, that I saw all the harp rings across here all at one time, lit up bright and shiny, the green circles. I marked the centers of each one of those areas. Here's the radar. There's the radar for the day. Right now. Green under every one. Yes, I mean, ever since then there's been a pattern. I mean, you might want to take a look at this picture, see where I have those centers. You can pause the video, put thumbtacks in each spot where I have these on your Google Earth, and check it all the time. These are always lit up. Always. I haven't even looked to see what's underneath each one, but every day since then, it's been about a month now, they're warmed up underneath. I mean, there's green under them. There's usually a pattern that goes all the way across. See, right here, everything. I mean, it's just like they're warming up everything coming from the cold air coming down. They're warming it here or something. I don't know what's going on, but you might want to check that out. And let's see, here's the other one I want to show. You might have a little hard time seeing this one, but what I did is I pointed out before, there's only one place on Earth that looks this way, people. This is the deepest place on Earth. Marianas Trench. It's a circular pattern, and it's the deepest place on Earth. All of this, and then there's Indonesia. It's a perfect circle. Look at this. Perfect circle. Perfect circle. Right here. Okay? Central Asia is pretty much a perfect circle. This is pretty much half of a circle. And you can put that down over here somewhere. It fits over here. And you got South America as well. Up here. Nearly a perfect circle. Right here. Okay? And you got Australia as well. It's like part of a circle. See the circle below it right here? Okay. Anyways, this area, with all the subduction, why is that there? Plate tectonics? No, come on now. That doesn't just naturally happen that way. I mean, well, it does naturally happen that way, but it's from something impacting the Earth right here. And this is where the continents, I believe, were all created, right here. Because you can take Africa and put Africa, the Sahara, right here. Africa and the Sahara, South Africa down here, and it'll fit there. And Antarctica will go in here. It will all go together right in this area. Okay, all over this area here. They will all go together like a puzzle, all in this area. I think they were all created in this area, most of them, anyways. And what I did is I recognized some shapes in the South Pole. I was looking at the South Pole of the Moon the other day, and I had a picture up here, South Pole of the Moon, and I brought up that picture of New Zealand and Australia, and I brought that up the other day, and lined it up with this picture of the South Pole of the Moon, because I could see. Hold on a second, I'll get it straight here. Okay, like this. And what I did is I got it lined up pretty good. I just want you to check it out now. Check it out. Okay, so this area, this is not to scale or nothing. It's just, but I can almost guarantee this goes just like this. And like I said, you can put Africa in the picture and all this, and it'll fit in Africa the same way. Okay, this part right here, right there, you put this double crater thing, I don't know what they're called, but this double crater area here, you put this crater here with that big lump in the ocean there, right there, right here. When you do that, you'll see this in the picture of the South Pole of the Moon, right there. See this, right here. And then you just look at the rest. You'll see the rest, pretty much, because you can see something happens here, something hits here. You can see it if you just look at the Earth closely. People don't look at the Earth closely. They don't give a shit. Most people. I mean, they don't, they just learn whatever they have to learn in school. I mean, most people, it doesn't really make any difference. It doesn't really make any difference, really. It's just, if you like to know the truth, then it makes a serious difference. But, that's all I want to do, is just know the truth. And there's many reasons why they would not tell you the truth about this, people. Many, many, many reasons. Gold, diamonds, oil. Oh, now they can't tell you because they said they went to the moon, and now that's a big fat lie. They would point out that big fat lie. Shows that the moon is bigger than they say, and the Mayans knew about this. I'm sure the Egyptians probably knew about it too. I'm sure all the ancient people knew about it, but they've let us forget about it. They just basically kept it. Just so it's better that you don't know. They say that's what they say in Sailor Moon anyway. Sailor Moon musicals, yep, and they're interesting to watch once you know about this happening. Because look, I've been doing this for 3 years. I pretty much every day, a little bit here and there every day, and I'm telling you, I've seen enough to know, from flipping the moon over, putting it on the Earth, making it bigger than they say. Either these images are showing, either the images are a lie, or it's happened. There's really only those two choices after you try it yourself. But look at this. Here, look at this. I see the big circle right here. This is the big impact right here. You can see it. That's an impact. Created all the continents right here, and then it kept hitting the same places. Hits the poles. These were poles or something at one time. This was a polar region, or a part of this polar region or something. Because it hits the poles. It's a magnetic attraction. People always say the moon's always moving away from the Earth. Oh, how do you get that word "always" in there? Where'd the word "always" come from? Have you always been here to know that? Do they always tell you the truth about everything? I always disbelieve shit like that. How about that? Okay, so anyways, whenever they say always, whenever someone throws that word in always in there, you have to wonder when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, really. They always lie when they say always. So there you go. Anyways, this fits her. I mean, you can, if you back it off, you can see like the shape here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it goes somewhere like something like this. Pretty sure. Got Schrodinger down. Put Schrodinger down here. So I'm sure if you brought Antarctica right here, it would fit right there, somewhere. It could still be a little. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying that, but you can see like the shape of Australia here. Look. Let's see how I can shape that. I can see it. But there's this one here is not even the best I could show you. But I mean that's just the new one. I've already showed everything else pretty much in my videos already. I got lots of videos out about this, and some of them might contradict the others, you know. But I'm learning as I go, and I'm telling you. I'm running out of things to say when it comes to making these videos because I've shown so many things already. All you got to do is watch the other videos and then try it yourself. If you don't try it yourself, you're just not going to believe it. You have to have a large screen. Like I'm using a 42-inch screen. You have to have a large screen. It helps a lot to do this. And then reverse the moon images. Find the best moon images you can get. Flip them over. Make it about 5 times the size they say it is. And move them around and check it out over the land. Use Mare Oriental over the Earth. It shapes every continent on the planet. Mare Oriental Basin shapes every continent on the Earth. So does the South Pole of the Moon, shapes a lot of the Earth too. So use those two, the South Pole of the Moon, and use the Mare Oriental Basin. Use any area of the Moon that you think has a big giant impact, like Mare Imbrium is obviously a big giant impact. 5 times bigger than they say it is. Making the Moon 5 times bigger than they say it is. 5 or 6 times. I say 5. I just go with 5.5 times bigger than they say it is. Making it bigger than the Earth, because that would make it, you know, over 10,000 miles. So it would make it bigger than the Earth, which every print on the Earth shows that it's bigger than the Earth. And you just have to find those prints on the Earth, and they're very easy to find with the weather most of the time. I usually use the weather to find them. I mean, now since I learned about the weather, showing the prints, I mean, I've just basically just waited for weather to show up to show me what to, you know, do. Pretty much. Sometimes you'll see big circular patterns in the ocean. In the Pacific, sometimes you'll see 2 right next to each other. Those big circles that you see are not just like high pressure areas where they don't have no clouds. Those are the clouds pointing out impact there, big giant moon impacts. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, people. You know, I'm serious. I'm not joking around about this. It's not a lie. I'm telling you what you'll see if you just try it. Just try it. Look at that. That's a big impact at the pole. That's an impact at the pole right there. See that? And you can take Mare Oriental, you can take the South Pole of the Moon, you can't put any overlays at the pole because it doesn't let you do that on Google Earth. I wonder why it doesn't let you do that. Huh. Why don't they let you put anything on the poles of the Earth? Because that's where the moon hits mostly. And you'd be able to just line it right up right there, and at the South Pole too. What you can do, you just have to take the South Pole or the North Pole and you have to move it. So you take it, look at this. Very nice. So you have to, and then you have to move it. Let's see, I have another one to show you, I think. I have another one. I just got to remember where it is. This one here. Did I show you this one yet? This is a new one. Yeah, I haven't showed this yet. Long video. Okay, so you see this area here. I know that shape, so I brought up the South Pole of the Moon. There it is. There's the shape. See it? Then you just look at the rest, and you just have to. They don't give it to you clearly, but you can see this horn that comes out. See this side over here. Look, watch this area here. You can see it in the picture. It's just difficult to see. They don't give it to you so clear. If they did, it would be so obvious everybody would know. They don't want you to know. Believe me, they don't want you to know. Anyways, I gotta go. It's like 99 degrees where I'm sitting right now. in my room with my computer running. 99.0 degrees. That's alright. I'm used to it after a minute. Sunny California. Alright, everybody have a good one.